Hi everyone, I'm Laura and welcome to Living on Cruise Control, where about a year and a half ago I left the corporate grind to pursue my dream of living full-time on cruise ships. And today I want to have a different kind of conversation with you. Not a tips video, not a ship tour, not a port day guide and suggestions, just a real conversation about something that I think a lot of us carry around quietly and never quite say out loud. The question of, is this it? Not in a hopeless way, but in a genuine, searching, pondering way. Is this the life I actually want? Is this how I want to spend my days? Is there something out there that I keep telling myself I'll get to someday? And if so, when? When is someday actually going to arrive? Grab a cup of coffee. I spent a long time asking myself those exact questions. And for a while, I was very good at pushing them back down and getting on with things. Because that's what you do, right? You have responsibilities. You have a career you've built. You have habits and routines and a life that works, even if it doesn't quite fit. And the idea of changing it is terrifying. Not because you don't want to, but because you've convinced yourself that wanting something different is somehow ungrateful or unrealistic or even selfish. I want to talk about that today. Because I think a lot of people watching this channel aren't just here for the ship tours. I think they're here because something in this resonates. Something about choosing a different kind of life. A different kind of life feels familiar to you, even if you haven't done it yet. And I want to honor that. So let me tell you what I've learned. The first thing I've learned is that nobody is coming to give you permission. I waited for a long time for permission, for the right moment, for things to align, for someone or something to tell me it was okay to want what I wanted. It never happened because it doesn't work that way. The permission is something you give yourself. And until you do, you'll keep waiting and the months will keep passing and someday we'll keep moving forward and forward, just fast enough that you never quite reach it. That realization hit me harder than almost anything else. The second thing I learned is that the fear is information, but it's not a verdict. Being afraid of something does not mean it's the wrong thing. Sometimes the fear is pointing directly at exactly the thing you need to do. I was afraid to leave my career. I was afraid of what people would think. I was afraid I was throwing something I'd worked incredibly hard to build. I was just throwing it away. I was afraid I was making a mistake I couldn't undo. Every single one of those fears was present the day I left, and not one of them was the right reason to stay. Fear is worth examining. It's worth sitting with, but it is not a reason to stop. Time for a coffee break. The third thing I learned is that the version of yourself on the other side of the leap is someone you cannot fully imagine yet. And that's exactly the point. I could not have imagined this life when I was still in it. I couldn't have told you what it would feel like to wake up at sea, what it would feel like to have no commute, no office politics, no performance reviews, getting them or giving them. What it would feel like to walk off a ship in a foreign city and just go explore. The reason the leap is hard is partly because you can't see clearly what's on the other side. You're making a decision based on faith. And for people who are used to planning, used to having a clear picture, that can be deeply uncomfortable. But I want to offer you something. The people who are most alive, the ones you look at and think, how did they do that? They all made decisions they couldn't fully see yet. Every single one of them. The fourth thing I learned is that regret runs in both directions. And the regret of not trying is the one that never really goes. I've talked to enough people at this point in their lives. People in their 60s and 70s and 80s. People who did the thing and people who didn't. To know that the ones who carry the most weight are not the ones who tried something and it didn't work. They're the ones who never tried at all. The what ifs stay loud. They stayed loud for a long time. I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. I'm not saying every big dream is a practical plan you can execute next week. I'm saying take the question seriously. Give it real space. Don't just push it back down and assume it'll wait forever. It will wait for a while, but not forever. And the fifth thing, maybe the most important thing, is that this life is genuinely, deeply, unexpectedly good. I don't say that to brag. I say it because I was not sure it would be. I thought I might be lonely. I thought I might miss the structure, the identity, the sense of purpose that came with my career. Some days are harder than others. Some ports are rainy and they're cold and I get back to the ship early. And sometimes I almost missed the ship, like today in Stockholm, Sweden. I was 8 minutes late and they were pulling up the gangway. I'm pretty sure I was the last person on. It is not a perfect life. Some nights I sit on my balcony and I think about the people and the places I left behind. But I have never once regretted this choice, not for a single day. Because even on the hard days, I am living a life that feels like mine. And I spent a lot of years living a life that felt like someone else's version of what mine should be. That's the difference. That's the whole thing. So wherever you are right now, whatever version of this question you're carrying, I want to ask you one more time. The same way I asked myself. The same way I continue to ask myself. If not now, then when? Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate your support. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video of my life living full-time on cruise ships. I'm also in the process of building a brand new community on a platform where I'll be combining everything. My Casino Comp Patreon page, group cruise information, downloadable planning tools, checklists, resources, and more to make your travel even more enjoyable, more efficient, and to connect with other similar type people. I want it to be the one place that has everything you need. So more details coming very soon. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you on a cruise one day. Cheers.
For you.
Wait, who are those from?
From me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
I meet you again.
How long has it been?
Since last year?
Yes. Here on this ship, right?
No, Sun.
On the sun.
Yes.
Those blend together for me. What month was it? Do you remember? We were Mediterranean.
Yes, Mediterranean. Yes.
That's my favorite. Oh, that's so nice. You didn't have to get me flowers. That's so cute. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw.